and there's this science camp here in Marble Falls. Well, it was valued at $15,000. Our children went for the first time because we could take 75 children. The only thing we required was for transportation. Well, they came back so excited that now it's become a tradition. A tradition. And you talk about parents doing fundraisers. It was, I want it, and my wife was at that time was at another school. She said, I want it for my campus. Okay, just went out there. So that Mix It Up has already left a legacy, because those kids is now they look forward to it. Like everybody's like, hey, when you get up to 4th and 5th grade, you go there. You have to understand, some of our children have never left San Antonio. Okay, but not only that is that it gives me heads up in a lot of things. Is because like last year, you were able to look at what was coming up with the curriculum, and so that's a lot of benefits.
Okay, Jen, you didn't introduce yourself.
Okay, well, I'm Jen. I actually had to add the other 3 syllables to my name, or sorry, the other 2 syllables, so now I'm Jennifer, because I've been Jen for a long time, but she told me this year, you're Jennifer, because there's too many Jens running around. I started my master's program in 2009 after seeing Dr. West do a presentation at my CTRC collaborative that I was a part of, and she was talking about a specific program that I had been thinking a lot about. So I met with her, and in August of that year, I was enrolled here at Texas State to do an MSIS, and she was my advisor. Well, part of my MSIS degree was working with the MIX program, kind of doing what Rowan does and the other
Grunt work.
yeah, I mean, I was basically her graduate slave. No, I'm just kidding.
And it was so fun.
It was amazing. And the times that I did get to sit in with the teachers and look at what they were doing, I was really, really just, learning a lot myself, as in addition to all the classes that I was taking. So when I graduated in 2012, she invited me to be a participant in the program. So naturally I jumped at the chance. So I just graduated from Mix, and now I'm back as kind of,
She's so good, we hired her.
There you go.
so, yeah, and so my basic job is to help any way I can, but to also work with the 5th grade teachers and talk about lesson planning and the deep thinking that really needs to go into the lesson planning that we don't necessarily have time to do during the school year, to sit and plan for hours for one subject. But that's what we do here, and we make those cross-curricular connections. And, integration is not new, It's not something, I remember back in 1993 when we were integrating into language arts and social studies and all that kind of stuff. But it takes time to do it well. And
Well, it's actually, the way we see it, it's teaching a way of thinking. So if you're developing this pattern of thinking and thinking deeply about what that learning objective is and what the lesson has to include to get students to learn that, is what's important. So it's a pattern of thinking that we're trying to teach them, how to think deeply about lesson planning and not just shoot from the hip, so to speak.
And I've had some bad habits completely corrected by Dr. West, and I think a lot of teachers do this. We search for the activity that's going to teach the TEK. We modify the activity a little bit, and we move into activity-based TEK lessons without actually thinking about what the TEK is saying, and then from there, working up activities or finding something. So I don't know.
Could I give a summary of that? You start with a learning objective, and then you find the materials, etc., that support that. You don't start with a favorite activity and then see if you can figure out what TEKs that might teach.
And I think it's kind of a shortcut that a lot of